Okay, we just came up that road. So this is basically the property from the highway, and that's the third of the mountain, pretty much about right there, that we're talking about. So we just came up that road, and this is the gravel road. Now this gravel road actually is maintained by the county. I think a local guy does it for them though, a lot of the times, but really only when it snows a lot do they ever have to do this. A lot of times they just drive on it and pack it down. So there's the property, there's the full mountain. That's 150 acres from point over there to point over here, and then all the way across the back side of the mountain. 150 acres on that. A lot of trees, great views. Really neat property for people that want to have some privacy and that want to have views. Some guys out there changing sprinkler pipes. So we're coming up, you just keep going straight right into the driveway, and you'll probably notice some of these pictures from online, but this takes us right into the main gate of the property, and that's one of the pictures that's online, the pillars, and they're not finished yet, but that's one of the pillars coming into the property. So you head on down. So now we're into the property. This is part of lot number 1. You head on down through the trees. Again, nice private. And everybody who has lots out here kind of wants to be separate. They don't really want to be bugged by a lot of neighbors. We've got neat four-wheeling trails and hiking trails. Very neat property and a great community. Great neighborhood. So as we come up the road out of the trees, the road comes to a T. You can go up left, which is, well, you can't really see it, but there's a Victorian home in there. That is my my in-laws' old home, and it's on 3 acres. The people that currently own it are 2 doctors here in town, husband and wife, that bought that property. Okay, so now we come down the road to the other lots. This gentleman who's bought this lot is already putting in his road. He's got his road cut in right through there, and he'll build up above those trees. Right up in that area is where he'll build. And as we come down the road, show you the property as we drive by. This is lot number 3 that we're driving by right now. Again, it's a little bit deceptive. There's a lot of property when you get up on top. A lot more than it really looks like from down on the road. And then this area is pretty much where lot number 3 or lot number 4 is going to start. Okay, so this road comes to a cul-de-sac, and that's pretty much the beginning of lot number 4. And I'll get out and show you where lot 4 goes to, but this is lot 4 and access to it. Here is there's your power box and your phone box, which is right here on the corner, and then it pretty much goes straight over the top this way, and then if you turn around and head over this way, property, might not be able to see it very well just because of how it's laid out, but the property goes, let's see, down to, okay, there's that post. It goes to about right there. That's the that'd be the northeast corner of the property. So we're facing north now. There's Franklin, Idaho. We're just up by the border. So that's the northeast corner, and it just goes straight down like this, right up through the power box, which is right over the car right there, right over the power box, and right over the top. Then you've got that third of the mountain, which goes over this way about 2,000 feet. Actually, it's not that far. I think it's about 1,000 feet. So this will give you a view starting from there over Cache Valley. And like I said, majority of all the property is kept green year-round. Most of it's in alfalfa. So what you see now is pretty much what you see year-round up here. There is some wheat, but not as much wheat around this area. It goes all the way around. Beautiful, beautiful views all the way around the mountains. And then you're up back in the foothills. And then when you get up past there, there's that house I was telling you about that those people own. So you get up through there. Now, something interesting, the people who own lot 2, which would build, well, you can't even see where, they would build right up through these trees, so you can't even see where they would build. They're your closest neighbors, but you wouldn't see them. Her husband passed away, so they don't know what they're doing right now. She's just trying to figure things out, but I approached her a couple months ago and asked her if she'd be willing to sell off an acre just down by the road, which is quite a ways from where she would build anyway. And the reason I say that is because this acre would entail from this power box, instead of going that way to the west, we could take in all this property to the east, basically all the treed area, just to have, maybe to build if you wanted to build. But really the best place to build on lot number 4 is right over here in this grove, this opening. It's just a flat area, perfect for an acre, maybe a 3/4 of an acre, depending on how much yard you wanted. Well, I guess you can put it as small as you want, but anyway, perfect little grove of trees, and I'll walk over there to show you where that is. Then to give you a reference point, we were right down over there when we started. That's the street sign that we were sitting at right there. So that street sign is the northwest corner of the property, and that's the second access to the main road. So we do have second access. There's that house I was telling you about. So if you follow up that line, that basically is your western boundary. And I can't see, there is a fence over there. I think you can see it right like there. There is a fence that runs up along the trees and back over that side of the mountain. So to give you an idea, you can build anywhere. There's a lot of buildable area down below. There's probably 10-15 acres of usable area if somebody wanted to build down in through here. I mean, and there's some scattered trees. There's a couple little trees, but nothing like, I mean, all this is part of lot 4. All that lower portion, but nothing like this, the views up in here. So this will give you a really good idea of the lot. It's flat, so you don't have to worry about really excavating much. And then it's really private, especially if you built up through this area. You've got in front of you, and it depends on how many trees you want to take out, but all these trees could be taken out if somebody wanted to. But you've got all your views. Of course, you'd be up higher than where I am right now, but all the views all the way around. And if you notice where I'm standing, that house can no longer see you. It is absolutely 100% private. Plus all the lot owners, there's a house down in there, there's some other houses down in there, but you can't see them from where we are. It's totally private, absolutely private. And then you'd build in here, you got some mountainous back, your cliffs in the back there, but you'd probably have this for your backyard, which is all your trees. Really neat. You could do some cool things with some groves and fire pits, and really private. Just beautiful property, and it's strictly for somebody who wants some elbow room and some privacy. Now this trail right here is a great 4-wheeling trail. It goes all the way around the mountain, all the way around to the back side of the property. And in fact, lot number 4 is the only lot that goes all the way around to the back. Goes all the way back on that back side. So anyway, I hope that gave you a really good idea and feel of the property. A lot of elbow room, great views all the way around, and we'll go from there. That's looking back east all the way around. This is kind of the general area of where somebody would build, right up through there.